Okay, so those were a few of the progress photos that I sent Jeff this morning. It's Saturday, May 7th, and I was actually pretty surprised this morning by my weigh-in. It was 171.0, and if you'll recall, last week was 174.0. So I actually lost 3 pounds this week, and the prior week I was only down like a half a pound. So I was kind of expecting something similar this weekend, and it was 171, so that was a little bit of a shock. And my waist measurement was 30.5, and I think the prior week it was like 31 or 31.5. I'm not sure how much credence I really give to that. I think a lot of it has to do with how I'm holding my stomach and how tight I pull the tape measure and whatnot, but it was definitely less, so I guess that's certainly a sign that I'm moving in the right direction. I went to the gym this morning. I trained with my partner from work, and we had a pretty killer workout. We hit chest pretty hard and then finished with some bis and tris. Actually, all of my workouts this week have been pretty good. I don't really feel like I've lost a lot of ground as far as strength. I feel like I'm pushing a lot of weight, the same weight, but I will say that I am more fatigued in between sets. I am definitely more winded. I feel like I have to take a little bit more time to breathe. So I don't know if that's a sign, but obviously I'm depleted. I don't have the energy that I normally would. So as long as those lifts stay pretty strong, I'm happy. And if you can tell from the photos, I definitely can see the results. I'm definitely getting more cut, definitely losing body fat. I've noticed it most in my arms. I've noticed it most in my legs, particularly my glutes. I don't know if you saw that side chest photo, if it was, apparent, but I actually am looking at some striations in my glutes, which is pretty exciting. I'm not really seeing it around my midsection as much, the serratus. I think that's going to be my tough area, as it probably is for most guys, from what I understand. And I'm getting more veiny, particularly in my my forearms, getting actually some veins around my hips, which is kind of weird because I've never seen veins there before. So that's all good stuff. The food, this past week was a struggle. I think I, spent a long time talking about that last time. I was really excited last night. I had some P.F. Chang's. It was one of those frozen P.F. Chang's meals that my wife and I have had in the freezer for like the last month. Just some stuff that I bought before I started contest prep, and it's been kind of staring me down every time I open up the freezer. So it was kind of nice to get that out of the freezer, and I could only eat half of it, and I could only have half a cup of brown rice underneath it. So I wanted more. Chinese food's like my favorite food in the whole world, but there's a limit. So I was able to enjoy a little bit of it and sort of meet that temptation without going overboard. And I actually finished with a chocolate pudding, which is my other favorite food. So I made some Jello chocolate puddings with skim milk, and they're sugar-free. So there's actually, I think, like 12 carbs per serving. There's no sugar. You get a little bit of protein from the milk, and I don't think there's a lot of fat. So they're like 130, 140 calories. So for me, that's pretty good. I sprinkle a little bit of this BioGrow from Isotori. I sprinkle some of that over the top of it, and it's like heaven on earth for me. So that's kind of where my food was at. I was certainly kind of hungry throughout the week, but I feel like I've sort of been able to deal with that. And oddly enough, I think one of the things that has been helping me deal with that is another supplement. It's just branched chain amino acids from Extend Intra-Workout Catalyst. And I've actually been drinking this during my workouts, which I don't normally do. I usually just drink, water out of the water fountain. So I've been sipping this during workouts, and I will actually sip that throughout the day when I'm at work. And oddly enough, the other day I noticed I wasn't really as hungry by the time I hit my midday meal for the first time, and I thought something was weird, and I thought maybe it's the fact that I'm sipping this stuff, because it's kind of sweet. There's nothing in it. There's no sugar or anything like that, but it makes me feel like I'm kind of getting something sweet, during the day. But then I went online and I actually did a search for branched chain amino acid appetite suppression, and sure enough, like dozens of articles popped up where people are saying there might be something to that. There might be an amino acid, I think it might be leucine, that regulates your blood sugar somehow or another. It suppresses appetite. It regulates serotonin levels, which have to do with your hunger and things like that. So I guess that's good. I'm going to go ahead and keep drinking that stuff. I know some people say it's just a bunch of crap, but it certainly makes me feel better, and I think it's certainly helped with my appetite this past week. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I don't know if I have much else to update. I actually have to go to a party this afternoon that a friend of ours is throwing, and I say have to, I want to go, but it's going to be tough because I think we're supposed to decorate cupcakes, and we're making pigs in a blanket, which obviously I can't eat, and that's going to be a little hard. I think he's going to be serving champagne because it's a birthday party, and I really can't drink any alcohol, so I'm going to take some seltzer water, some flavored seltzer, and I'm actually going to take some little snacks and stuff. I got some like fat-free Pringles. I'm going to take some of those that I can eat, and some like olives and some other stuff, like maybe some vegetables, just some little stuff that I can kind of snack on without, feeling too bad about it. So I'm going to kind of incorporate those in my diet this afternoon. And last night my wife and I actually made these cookies that are dog-shaped because it's a dog-shaped, it's a dog birthday party, don't judge. But I love making these cookies. They're like butter cookies, like shortbread, and I'll usually decorate those with some royal icing. I'll usually like flood royal icing on those. And that was kind of tough, I'm not going to lie. It was kind of tough smelling warm butter cookies baking in the oven last night because it was late in the evening. It had been kind of a long Friday. I was hungry, and there were fresh baked cookies, in front of me. But I didn't eat any of them. I was definitely able to fight off the urge or what have you. So anyway, that's what I've got planned this afternoon. I'm actually going to cook up some banana pancakes right now, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm just starving after the gym and the cardio that I did. And I think I've got like a side of turkey bacon that's going to go with that. So, looking forward to some breakfast, and actually kept it under 10 minutes this time, so I guess that's an accomplishment. Alright, till next time.